What's going on, everybody? This is Brian from sneakerfiles.com, recapping the news. And before I jump into things, like always, greatly appreciate a thumbs up. And if you're new here, make sure to subscribe by hitting the button below. Now, in this video, we have a lot to talk about, some surprising news. And the first highlight is that the Air Jordan 12 Cherry is rumored to return later this year. Also, I have details on the upcoming Union Air Jordan 1 High OG collaboration. A lot of misinformation is going around, so I'm going to try to clear that up for you. As well, we got a ton more from Jordan Brand. Not only that, we have a lot from Nike and one thing from Adidas. And now, without wasting too much more of your time, let's jump into the news. Bad Bunny will connect with Adidas once again in 2023, and this time it's going to be on the campus. This pair is known as Cloud White due to the colorway, which is Cloud White Aluminum and Chalk White. Constructed with hairy suede and leather throughout, we have dual tongues and dual heel tabs, along with Bad Bunny's logo on the tongues and insoles. And the pair will also come with special packaging. Now, as for a release date, this pair is expected to debut on January 28th, and the retail price will be $150. Premium Goods has announced release details for their Nike Air Force 1 Low collaboration, which will be available in two colorways. One pair is known as the Bella, while the other pair is known as the Sophia. The inspiration for the two comes from Jennifer Ford's love for and her past work in jewelry. So if you're interested in one or the other, currently they're scheduled to release on January 20th at Premium Goods, which is located in Houston, Texas, and the retail price will be $150. Now, more than likely, a wider release will take place. There was official images that leaked. Actually, what you're looking at is official images. So once I have more details, I'll make sure to let you guys know. Quick heads up on the Nike LeBron 20 Olive Suede. This pair is set to release on January 13th via the SNKRS app, and the retail price will be $210. Honestly, it's not a bad shoe. I don't see it selling out. So this is a pair, if you do like them and you're patient, more than likely they'll go on sale. Another pair releasing soon is the Nike Dunk Low Montreal Bagel. Now the pair features a Sesame, Blue Jay, Cell, Sanddrift, White, and University Gold colorway. Now what you'll notice is on the overlays it has this sesame seed-like texture throughout. They also have blue on the swoosh logos as well as the heel overlay. And then finishing the look is a semi-translucent gum rubber outsole. Now if you're looking to purchase this pair, they drop on January 17th via the SNKRS app, and the retail price will be $120. During fall, Nike will introduce a new slide known as the Nike Calm, which will release in multiple colorways. Now, this is Nike's way to kind of fill the void, in my opinion at least, since Kanye is no longer with Adidas. Although what I've heard is that Kanye owns the rights to the Yeezy slide, so technically he could go out and just start the line himself. I don't know if he'll do that or not, but I honestly think for the Nike Calm, I actually think they're going to do well. I think it's going to be another hype shoe, believe it or not, or a hype slide. I don't know if they're going to go for resale prices. I'm not saying anything like that. This really isn't a resale channel. I don't follow that stuff too much unless I'm interested in buying a shoe. But when they do start to release, I'm pretty certain we're going to see a lot of people wearing them. So we have a total of 5 colorways releasing. One pair comes in Cell, one is dressed in Sesame, the third comes in Black, the fourth comes in Geode Teal, and the last pair is a women's release that comes dressed in Jade Ice. These colorways are scheduled to release fall 2023, no specific release date, and the retail price will be $50 each. We have several Nike Dunks to go over in this video. The next one I'm going to talk about just was unveiled yesterday. It's the Nike Dunk Low Glow in the Dark. The nickname obviously comes from the fact that it does glow in the dark, but before I get to that point, to go over the shoes, they feature Volt throughout, while they're constructed with a shiny finish on the base, and then the overlays have leather. Next, Black hits the swoosh logos, with white on the tongue, laces, and midsole. We got a little bit of orange, which appears on the heel tab and the tongue branding, and then we have more Volts on the liner. Now the true highlight of the shoe is the glow in the dark detailing, which covers the upper and the outsole. No release date for this pair, expected to debut sometime during summer 2023, and the retail price is $110. However, it's possible that it could be a bit higher, but like always, more details coming soon. Nike Sportswear released the Nike Shima Shima pack back in 2003. The pack included 3 pairs of the Dunk High and 2 pairs of the Air Max 1. For 2023, the brand will bring back the Air Max 1, but with a twist. Now, this pair is somewhat of a hybrid. It combines the 2 original colorways that dropped back in the early 2000s, and the specific colorway on this shoe is Cell, Baroque Brown, and Neutral Gray. This pair has Japanese characters on the tongue. It also has stripes on the liner, the traditional Nike Air branding on the heel, and special characters on the insoles. No set release date nor a time frame for this shoe, however, they are expected to debut sometime later this year. We have another Air Max 1 to talk about, and it seems that a lot of people are feeling them, maybe due to the fact that they're pretty wild. Now, the pair doesn't have a specific nickname. However, what makes them unique is that they feature tiger stripes and cow print. Now, this is a women's exclusive release, and it features a Cell Black, Celestine Blue, and Picante Red colorway. Across the mudguard, we have cow prints, and then we have tiger stripes on the swoosh logos and tongue labels. Utilizing various materials throughout, they also have satin on the liners and velvet laces. Other details includes a paisley pattern on the toe and heel, Cell on the midsole, and a light blue rubber outsole. Again, we don't have a release date for this pair, expected to debut sometime later this year, and the retail price will be $150. Once again, you're going to have the chance to purchase the Nike Air More Up Tempo OG in black and white. The pair was first released in 1996, and we last saw the pair debut in 2020. Now, what makes this pair so iconic is that it was worn by Scottie Pippen during the Chicago Bulls' 72-win season in 1995 and 96, which ultimately led to an NBA championship. The images you're looking at is the 2020 version. We don't have photos of the 2023 pair yet, but as you can see, it comes in the OG color theme, black across the upper, constructed with nubuck. The large air across the side that is outlined in white. The swoosh logos will also feature white, and then we have a mostly black rubber outsole aside from the branding. Now, they are expected to debut during fall 2023, and the retail price will be $160. We have new images of the Nike Air Foamposite 1 Penny PE, and we have an expected release date. Now, the release date is not confirmed just yet. The new photos just show off some different angles, a little bit of a closer look. And I know foams, not everybody likes them. At one point, it seems like they did, but they kind of fell off. 2023, it seems that Nike's trying to bring them back, at least in some decent and solid colorways. This, in my opinion, is one of them. And for those that don't know, they're nicknamed Penny PE because this pair was actually a player exclusive for Penny Hardaway. Now, for the release details, they are expected to debut on February 7th, although that's not 100% confirmed, and the retail price will be $240. Recently, official images popped up of the Pawn Shop Nike SB Dunk High. For those that don't know, Pawn Shop is a skate shop in Covina, California. And with the official photos, we have some more important details. Now, it looks like this pair is set to release on January 14th at select skate shops. Since we do have the official photos, it's likely that a release will take place on the SNKRS app. However, that's not confirmed just yet, and the retail price will be $125. Around the time that the Concepts Nike SB Dunk Low Orange Lobster popped up, well, the first look I should say, there was also plans for a White Lobster. Now, the plans were for this pair not to release. I know some people are stating that they're going to release and they want to go after them and things like that. That isn't going to be the case. This is actually a friends and family pair. And since some new images did pop up of the shoes, I wanted to share that with you guys, kind of get your thoughts on them. Personally, I like the Orange Lobsters better, even though this is the more rare pair. But the details are pretty cool. I do like the translucent outsole. They also have a what appears to be metallic silver finish on the swoosh. But yeah, just wanted to clarify, once again, if you didn't know, this is just a friends and family pair, not releasing to the public. However, let me know your thoughts down in the comment section below. Which pair do you like better, the Orange Lobster or the White Lobster? A new Nike Air Max Penny 1 will debut this fall. This pair is actually inspired by Hardaway's Leicester Middle School. Now, what you're looking at is a Photoshop, so what releases may look different. However, what the rumor is, well, at least what's going around, basically the color blocking will resemble that of the OG Black and Royal pair. However, instead of royal, it'll come in yellow to represent his middle school. Now, not only did Penny Hardaway go to the middle school and play for them, but he actually coached the Leicester Lions basketball team in the 2010s. So this pair is expected to debut sometime during fall 2023, and the retail price will be $180. Here is another Nike Air Foamposite 1 that really hasn't been talked about much. There was an unveiling a few months back for the whole collection, and for those that don't know, this is the Doernbecher. So this will be the second time, I believe, that Nike will release a Air Foamposite 1 Doernbecher, and this pair features a Hyper Royal yellow strike in white colorway. Now, not all the details are available for the shoe, like the inspiration or a release date. However, there was a few things that were put out. So, first up, this pair was designed by Coley Miller, who needed a kidney transplant at a young age. Now, Nike did put out a press release, so I'm going to read from that as far as the Foamposite goes. So it'll give you all the information that we have currently. And it reads, as a proud member of the Klamath tribes, Coley Miller found plenty of design inspiration within her culture. Her Air Foamposite 1 features a basket weave graphic incorporating a quail and the Klamath Mountains. The night sky graphics are inspired by stargazing with her mother, who donated one of her kidneys to Coley. As for the phrase, Homas Guy, I can't pronounce that, and again, I do apologize, that is placed on the outsole, which is a reminder to just do it in Coley's Klamath language. Unfortunately, at the time of recording, we don't have a release date. They are expected to debut spring 2023 along with the rest of the collection, and the retail price is said to be $230. However, I wouldn't be surprised if it was more like between $240 and $260, but like always, more details coming soon. It looks like the off-white Nike Air Force 1 Low Ghost Gray will actually release. Now, this pair features a ghost gray and metallic silver colorway. Now, before I get into the release details, this pair resembles past off-white Nike Air Force 1 Low collabs, the previous one being the light green Spark. Constructed with leather, we have gray throughout, metallic silver lands on the swoosh with exposed stitching. They also come with a zip tie, text on the medial side, and a gray rubber sole. Now, it's being said that this pair will be a Paris exclusive. Canary Yellow actually retweeted a tweet about the shoes. The original tweet reads, Off-White Nike Air Force 1 Low Ghost Gray, rumored to release spring 2023, rumored to be a France exclusive. So when they retweeted it, they also included the French flag and some other emojis, which, although it doesn't 100% confirm it, does look like that's going to be the case. So it's safe to say, in my opinion, that this shoe will be an exclusive to Paris, but I'm sure we'll get more information soon. We know about the Skyline Air Jordan 1 High OG releasing, however, the brand will also debut the Air Jordan 1 Mid in kid sizing known as Skyline. Now, this pair takes a different approach, and it features a Concord black, University red, Psychic purple, peach cream, and total orange colorway. Utilizing leather throughout and mesh on the tongues, we have the Skyline graphic across the panels. Next, we have purple on the toe, laces, and panels that gradient to orange. Black lands on the overlays, we have red around the heel. It also fills in the Jumpman on the tongue and collar. Other details includes a white midsole and a translucent rubber outsole. No release date for this pair, but they are expected to debut soon, and the retail price will be $120. We have a look at a new Air Jordan 1 High Zoom Comfort 2. This pair is being called Light Orwood Brown due to the colorway, which is Light Orwood Brown, Bright Citrus, Cell, Celestial Gold, and Aquatone. Constructed with suede, Light Orwood Brown runs across most of the upper, while Bright Citrus hits the cutout swoosh logo, and then we have blue on the tongue label and wings. This pair is decent in my opinion, and unfortunately we don't have a release date. They will debut sometime later this year, and the retail price will be $150. Also releasing this year is the Air Jordan 1 High OG Lucky Green, aka Celtics. However, we have an Air Jordan 1 Mid, which will borrow the colorway. The shoes feature a Lucky Green, black and white colorway, highlighted with white on the base, green lands on the overlays, and overall, the build is just like previous Air Jordan 1 Mids. They feature leather, we have mesh on the tongue, black covers the liner and wings logo, and then other details includes a white midsole and a black rubber outsole. I'm sure most people will be going after the Air Jordan 1 High OG over these. However, this pair isn't bad, but let me know your thoughts down below. Aquatone appears to be a popular shade that's going to be used from Jordan Brand throughout 2023. Here we have a detailed look at the Air Jordan 1 Low Aquatone, which features an Aquatone, Concord, Light Bone, Celestial Gold, and white colorway. So going over the shoes, they come constructed with suede, leather, and textile throughout. Light Bone lands on the overlays, and then we have Aquatone on the base, toe box, tongue, and liner. Highlighting this pair is purple on the swoosh logos, and then finishing the look is a white midsole and an aqua rubber outsole. Again, no release date for this pair. I know there's a lot that we don't have release dates for. However, getting later on in the video, we'll have some release dates. Don't worry about that. And the retail price will be $120. Jordan Brand will have multiple releases in the OG black and white color theme, which is known to some as Panda. Now, we've seen lows, we've seen mids, there's an Air Jordan 1 High 85 coming, and now we have a look at the Air Jordan 1 High Golf. The colorway is exactly like the others. It features white and black, and it also has the same color blocking. This shoe was constructed with leather, while mesh lands on the tongue, white covers the base, tongue, toe, wings logo, and midsole. Highlighting this pair is the Jumpman Golf branding, and then of course we have black on the overlays, swoosh, laces, and the integrated rubber outsole for the golf course. So at the time of recording, this pair is said to release on January 13th. However, I looked at Nike. They are currently not on the website. However, there is still some time, but it's possible that the release could be delayed. The retail price will be $180. Over the past several weeks, there's been quite a bit of samples that have popped up, and I believe this is the second Fragment Air Jordan 1 High OG sample that I'm talking about in a video. This pair, once again, is unreleased, and it doesn't feature the traditional Fragment Air Jordan 1 High OG color blocking, but the true highlight of this pair is the premium croc textured leather in black and royal throughout. Now, for those that don't know, this is reminiscent of the OG Royal Blue Air Jordan 1, the color blocking that is, while the OG Fragment pair has black toe blocking. Other than that, we have Fragment's logo stamped on the lateral side by the heel, a white midsole, and a black rubber outsole. So this shoe is not releasing to the public. This is a sample, but let me know your thoughts on them. If Jordan Brand decided down the road to release them, would you buy? And if they did, which there are no plans currently, more than likely they won't feature the premium materials, nor will they feature Croc. We have new looks at the Air Jordan 11 Low Cement Gray. As far as new release details, we don't have any. However, I'll go over what we know in just a moment. Now, I've talked about this in previous videos. This pair was expected to feature elephant print across the mudguard, but Jordan Brand decided to go for a more traditional look by featuring gray patent leather. I think this was the smarter choice in my opinion. However, I didn't see what the pair looked like with elephant print. I was told that by a source, and unfortunately there wasn't images provided at that time. The pair also features a little bit of university blue, which is seen on the Jumpman on the heel. At the time of recording, April 1st is the release date, and the retail price will be $190. Earlier in the video, I spoke about the Air Jordan 1 Mid Lucky Green, but the shoe that many are looking forward to, it seems like, is the Air Jordan 1 High OG Lucky Green. Recently, some new photos popped up, so again, I wanted to share that with you guys. And these photos actually come from Offspring. It's a retailer overseas. And other than the new photos, there really isn't much new information. All of the original release details are the same. April 15th is the release date and the retail price will be $180. Now, although this pair is called Lucky Green, they're also being called Celtics. And the pair is a tribute to the 2009 DMP pack. Now, on the DMP pair, a Jumpman was placed on the tongue, but for 2023, and of course, since it's an Air Jordan 1 High OG, it'll have Nike Air branding. Let me know your thoughts on this pair down below if you plan on buying when they release. We now have a first look at the second Union LA Air Jordan 1 KO Low. Now, before I talk about that shoe, there is some new photos of the original pair, which comes in white, that we saw a few weeks back. And the only reason I'm showcasing these photos first and talking about them briefly is because we have yet to see the shoes with the swoosh on them, the blue swoosh that is. So I thought that was kind of cool. It actually makes the shoe look a lot better, but again, I'm going to pass on them. I still feel that they're really plain. Now, the second colorway comes in almost the exact color theme. Now, what's different on the shoe? They actually come constructed with leather. Typically, when it comes to the Air Jordan 1 KO, they have canvas. So this is definitely a new look. It also looks like they're going to come with green removable swoosh logos, as you can see here from the on-foot look. And other than that, the upper, the shading is slightly different. Instead of white on the original pair that we all saw going around, we now have Cell. I definitely was hoping for something different. Now, the two will debut on January 27th, and the retail price will be $150 each. Ever since images first leaked of the Air Jordan 4 Oil Green, aka Seafoam, we've only had maybe 1 or 2 shots of each set of new photos, but that has now changed. We now have a detailed look, so I wanted to share that with you guys, get your thoughts on it, and so forth. But to give you a little bit of a recap, the pair features a white Seafoam, dark ash, and neutral gray colorway. This is also a women's exclusive release. I feel that Jordan Brand could have dropped them in unisex sizing, just my opinion. And as you can see, they feature fire red color blocking. Now, as for the release details, nothing has changed. They are still set to release on February 9th, and the retail price will be $200. Also, like I mentioned, they will be available in women's sizing, and unfortunately, it doesn't look like they'll be available in extended women's sizing. So what that means is more than likely, they'll be available up to a size 10.5 in men's. To me, this is clean. Let me know your thoughts down below. We have a first look at the Air Jordan 2 Low Easter. Now, although this pair is nicknamed Easter, there really isn't any specific ties to the holiday other than the color theme. So not only could you wear them for Easter, but more so spring. And this pair comes dressed in an atmosphere, pale vanilla, white, and photon dust colorway. So to go over the shoes, they feature a seersucker pattern on the upper that consists of pink and white. Next, we have photon dust on the liner, wings branding on the tongue, eyelets, heel, and piping. Other details includes white on the midsole and gray, white, and photon dust on the outsole. Also, the heel, it kind of has like this semi-translucent finish in pink. And as for the release details, April 8th is when they're expected to debut, and the retail price will be $150. This pair isn't for me. However, let me know your thoughts down in the comment section below. Not only do we have new photos of the shoe, but a little bit of a name change. So originally known as the Air Jordan 1 High OG Washed Black, they're actually being called Washed Heritage. Although the name has slightly changed, the overall look and release details have stayed the same. It's possible that the release date could change though. And this pair will feature a black, fire red, light smoke gray, and cell colorway. Now, the pair comes highlighted with black on the overlays, but it's actually washed out, so it almost looks like gray. Next, we have white leather on the base, cell on the midsole, which kind of gives them an aged look. Red hits the Nike Air branding on the tongue label, and we have white on the wings logo. Finishing the look is a black rubber outsole. This pair is nice, I like them. However, Jordan Brand is releasing a lot, so I'm a little bit unsure if I'm going to buy them. But at the time of recording, June 10th is the release date, and the retail price will be $180. We have a first look at the Air Jordan 5 Low being called Festival Lights. Some are calling them Indigo Haze due to the colorway, which is Indigo Haze, Fire Red, Metallic Silver, Alabaster, and Flint Gray. Now, although the images do not show this, the upper is expected to have a 3M reflective finish. As well, the upper will have purple throughout. We also have Alabaster accents. Flint Gray hits the midsole, while Fire Red fills in the Jumpman logos. Other details include speckle detailing and an icy translucent outsole. I actually like the shoe. I think they're pretty dope. Unfortunately, this will be a women's exclusive release. This is one of the rare times that what releases looks a lot better than the Photoshop that was put out. And at the time of shooting this video, June 8th is the release date and the retail price will be $180. We still have some first looks to go over. The next pair is the Air Jordan 1 KO Bleached Aqua. So this pair features a bleached aqua in white colorway. It comes in your Chicago-like AJ1KO color blocking. While constructed with canvas, we have aqua on the overlays and the swoosh logo, which is constructed with leather. Next, white lands in the signature locations, and it appears that we have somewhat of an aged tongue. I kind of like that look. And then we have a white midsole and a bleached aqua rubber outsole. I actually like the model. I like when they do simple OG-like color blocking. So for me, more than likely, I'm going to pick them up. But I feel like I'm going to get them on sale, so definitely not going to rush to grab them. And as for the release details, currently scheduled to release on May 8th, and the retail price will be $150. For 2023, for me at least, this might be my most anticipated shoe. I really want this pair. It's the Air Jordan 3 White Cement Reimagined. Now again, we have new photos, and these photos are easily the best ones I've seen so far, so I had to share it with you guys. Now, I know there's a lot of people talking, they're not fans of the whole reimagined look. They don't like the vintage, or I should say aged look that's going on. I've also stated before that I don't mind it. I feel that shoes that have released more often should have like some sort of twist to them, right? At least my opinion, of course. However, when it comes to other shoes, and there's one I'm going to talk about later on in the video, I feel like they shouldn't give it a reimagined makeover. Other than that, this pair is pretty close to the 88 version. I know throughout the years when they did bring back the white cement 3s, there was always something different, like the outsole had Jordan written across, little things like that, or other versions they had the Jumpman. But this, in my opinion, perfect. Now, I think that has a lot to do with the fact that I actually love OGs. I do collect original pairs, not just colorways, but I try to obtain the OGs. But I could definitely see how somebody just wants a fresh, clean pair, no vintage detailing, nothing like that. I could see that. I still think these shoes are going to be highly sought after. I think people are going to love them. And the good news is that when they do release, they will be available in full family sizing. They're also expected to come with special packaging. I believe I shared that in a previous video. And as for the release details, March 11th is when they're expected to debut, and the retail price is $210. Let me know your thoughts down in the comment section below. If you're a fan of the reimagined look on this shoe, or would you rather just have it without the aged look? Another first look that we have, it's the Air Jordan 7 White Infrared. Previously, we saw a mock-up going around. We knew the shoes were coming, we just didn't know exactly how they would look. And in my opinion, what's releasing does look better than the mock-up. And for those that don't know, the pair is inspired by the original Air Jordan 6 White Infrared. Now, although they're being called White Infrared, the actual color blocking is white, crimson, and black. As you can see, they feature white leather throughout. We have the signature perforations on the sides. Crimson will then land on the tongue branding, Jumpman on the ankle, 2-3 on the heel, and part of the midsole. Other details includes black on the tongue, inner booty, and the heel, and then once again, paying tribute to the Air Jordan 6, we have a translucent outsole. At the time of recording, June 30th is the release date and the retail price is $200. The shoes will also release in adult and grade school sizing. To me, I think these are nice. I probably won't buy them at retail. I'll be patient. Hopefully they go on sale. But let me know your thoughts. Do you plan on picking them up or passing? Last week, the internet was busy with a pretty big rumor that was going around, and that is that Union LA will release another Air Jordan 1 High OG collaboration. Now, at the time, it was stated as a rumor. However, Mr. Unloved Ones, big thanks to him, he has confirmed that the release will come. Now, a little bit of additional details. A lot of people have been using the Union LA Air Jordan 1 High OG collab from 2018. Additionally, they've also said that the sample of that version was going to be what releases in 2023. However, that is not going to be the case. This collaboration will be an entirely new look, and from what I'm hearing, because I have yet to see what the shoes look like, is that they're bad. Now again, everyone has their own opinion. Some shoes I like, some shoes you guys don't like, vice versa. But from the details I've gathered so far, it seems like it's going to be a bit disappointing. So what is it that we actually know about the shoes? Well, when I was speaking with Mr. Unloved Ones, he showed me this photo right here. Do you see that weave pattern on it? Yeah, so that weave pattern is going to be integrated some way, somehow on this Air Jordan 1. Basically something you would see from the Footscape line. It's very possible that that weave pattern can wrap the shoes, kind of like how you see here. And as for color blocking, now this isn't confirmed, but it's possible that the shoes will feature a Cell, Wolf Gray, Muslin, Pale Vanilla, Kinetic Green, and University Gold colorway. So kind of like the first shoe in the picture. Again, it's not confirmed to be this pair. However, there is an Air Jordan 1 High OG SP, which stands for Special Projects, usually linked to a collaboration. And from what was seen, it looks like it's all connected. So just to reiterate everything, there is a Union Air Jordan 1 High OG collaboration coming. No, it's not going to look like the 2018 release, nor will it be done like that with different color blocking. And the shoes will look entirely new. So it's going to be something new, something they haven't done before. And at the time of recording, you can hold this as a placeholder date. But if this is the colorway linked to the shoes, then a release date is scheduled for August 1st. So, of course, that would put us into summer, potentially being pushed and everything, fall 2023. And the retail price will be $200. So although this is great news that they're doing another collaboration, I'm sure a lot of people wanted them just to recreate their 2018 release, which I think their 2018 pair definitely, both colorways are very nice. And hopefully within the next several months, we'll get a first look. Also, if I'm able to see the shoes and recreate them from a Photoshop, I'll include that into a following news video. A lot of people have been asking about the Air Jordan 12 Cherry. A lot of people want this shoe to return, and it looks like that might finally be the case. Now, this is a rumor for now. However, it's not just a regular rumor. The source that it comes from holds weight. I've talked to him behind the scenes, so I know he also has a connection as far as receiving information. The only reason I'm stating that it's a rumor is two reasons. One, they could cancel it, and two, I have yet to 100% confirm it with my sources. I'm still waiting to hear back, but if I had to say if it was going to release or not, which way I'm leaning, I'm definitely leaning towards yes, it's going to release. So the Air Jordan 12 Cherry, originally released back in 1997, we also saw the pair retro in 2009. However, in my opinion, the quality on the 2009 pair wasn't that great. In my collection, I don't own the 2009 pair, but I've had them in hand. I do own the OGs though, and those are just phenomenal. Now, the images you're looking at will be the 2009 pair. I'll probably throw in some of the OG as well, but they are expected to resemble that of the original release. So expect this color blocking, all that good stuff. I'm also going to put some images in here of a shoe that's said to be a sample. Now, I'm saying said just because I reached out to the individual. I asked him if he had a picture of the sample tag, and he wouldn't share that with me. Now, I did tell him I wouldn't put out the sample tag. I wouldn't leak anything that he didn't want leaked, but he wouldn't budge. So as of now, I can't confirm if this is a sample or not. It's said that it is. Also, he goes on to tell me that the shoes aren't in production just yet. So the fact that they're not in production. It still leaves a little bit of leeway that a cancellation could happen. I don't think that's going to, though. A lot of people want this shoe to return, and currently they're rumored to release holiday 2023, so definitely would make sense. This shoe, like I mentioned, is highly sought after, and what better time to release them. Now, I think in the next month, give or take, we should get the style code, the official colorways, things like that. Those are pretty important in my opinion. And with the sample already produced, I'm sure they have more than one sample of the shoe. We may even get a first look. Technically, this could be it, but again, I don't have confirmation if it's a true sample. So, like I mentioned, rumored to release holiday 2023, but it's looking very, very promising. I know we've heard many rumors in the past. The last one that actually had some substance to it, who leaked the info, was in 2017, actually an individual who went by Bolt Sneaker Show. He was a very credible source, but for some reason, Jordan Brand just decided to scrap him, and it just never happened. Also, no retail price, not yet at least. Probably will be $210. I'm excited for this shoe to return. Definitely in my top 5 for this year. And let me know your thoughts down below. Now all we need is the Air Jordan 4 Military Blue to make a return, and I'm pretty happy. And that's going to do it for this video. Greatly appreciate you guys for watching. If you have a second and haven't done so already, appreciate a thumbs up. And if you're new here, make sure to subscribe by hitting the button below. I want to apologize. I had planned to get this video out to you guys on Monday. However, what happened was we're actually having a lot of storms here in Northern California, and my electricity was knocked out for about a day. And by the time it came back on, it was pretty late in the day. Also, I am looking for more ideas and things I want to put together as for more uploads a week. The news videos are great. They're going to continue to be posted on the channel, but I kind of like doing the one massive video a week. Now, if there's some pretty big news that drops in a couple days, maybe I'll do that as well. But I want something continuous, like another series on the channel. So I'll be giving you guys updates on that. Also, let me know what you liked or disliked down in the comment section below. And if you have any questions, let me know as well. Again, thanks for watching. Stay tuned to sneakerfiles.com. And if you haven't yet, make sure to subscribe.